Hello there and welcome to another What's Up with me, Slidal. Today we are looking at the M18 Hellcat and we're on Windstorm. I featured this map quite recently in my KB5 video, but here I am back on the same map with another one of the tanks I really like, the M18 Hellcat. Now some of you will already know that this tank is about to be nerfed in version 9.3 of the game, and this is still 9.2. I'm playing this game today as part of a platoon with a good friend of mine. And yeah, we'll see how we'll get on with it. Typically speaking, when I play this map from this side in any tanks that have got decent view range and decent camo ability, I tend to head off towards the sort of D6 area at the corner of that little rock, and that's where I'm going to right now. So I want to get there as quick as I possibly can, so I'm heading off, hopefully not going to run into any traffic, taking the shortcut through the river because the bridge tends to get a bit congested. And my plan is early on to get into a position where I can let my binoculars and my camo net kick in and do some spotting. Now I make a little bit of an error here and sort of run up onto the side of this rocky mound for some silly reason. But I am pushing ahead here. You'll see that the Hellcat has got good pace. It's a fast tank, it's a fairly light tank, and I want to tuck in right under the lip of this sort of rock and just poke around the corner and peep across there and see if I can see anybody moving up across the north of the map. And there it is. It's not very long until I spot not one but two T-49s. Now at this stage I can't shoot them, and they probably haven't seen me, so they think they're getting into safety. I'm just going to wait it out here. I'm not going to draw attention to myself. I'm just going to see if, yeah, there we go. Our team started to deal damage early on, and that T-49 realises he has been seen. Also, you'll notice somebody else spots a VK3601 on the map, who is in the position to move up behind me, but he's not yet. And then I see another tank moving across there, an SU-100 moving across. That T-49's dropped back, and I try and get a shot into him, and I actually only managed to track him. Somebody else finishes him off. And then there's another tank moving across there now, and that's the Nashorn. So I've now already spotted at least 4 tanks, so I'm getting a little bit of spotting experience and maybe some spotting damage experience. And then there's an ARL-44. Now this one is moving slow enough for me to think I can get a nice clean shot into the side of him, which I do, taking a good slice of his health straight off. Now he's got a dangerous gun if he has the top gun, so it's a good thing for me to be weakening him as early as I can. At this stage the game is not looking good. We're losing 3-1, and a lot of our players are at the north of the map and not really going anywhere, so I'm a little bit concerned. Then that T-49 drops off. He seems to be looking straight at me, but he doesn't actually do anything. I got a shot into him, and then I duck out of the way before he shoots back. And unfortunately then my platoon mate has just been killed. Field Marshal Rommel has just died, and I'm aware now that the VK3601 is behind me, and there's nobody else here. So I think I'm going to have to deal with this. I'm going to turn around, try and creep over the corner of this rock again. I get stuck a little bit, and I want to just try and get a shot into him before he sees me. Bang, there it goes. Now he knows I'm here, but he's a danger, and he's closing in on our base. I decide I'm prepared to take a shot off him to finish him off. So I take the shot and then I kill him. Somebody with him, an AMX, decides to push up. Now it doesn't have great gun depression, so I can force him out into the open, and he's got to come so far out to try and shoot me, it's an easy kill for me. So I've got a couple of kills now. And I think briefly about going back to dealing with these guys on the north, but then I think, you know, we've got so many players there, we must be able to sort out that ourselves. So I turn back around and I decide I'm going to try and flank them. I'm going to try and go around the centre of the map, on the edge of the town here, and see if I can get behind these guys on the north. It's a little bit of a risk because there's 1 or 2 of their players haven't even been spotted yet, and they could have been right here. But the Hellcat's got a bit of pace, so I can hopefully get into position quickly. The game is a little bit more evenly balanced now. It's still 9-all, and there are a couple of dangerous tanks around this corner, so I want to get around here and see if I can help out. And I actually overshoot the corner a little bit there because there's the T-49, but I do see there's others backing up. There's the Nashorn. I get a nice shot into him, and I get out of the way as quickly as I can because that has got a dangerous gun and the Hellcat has got very little armour, so I don't want to be in front of it. So I decide I'll just wait here, and I'm trying to see if I can spot which direction he's looking. And then I think I'm just going to have a little poke around the corner. I'm going to see if I can get a shot in him. I can probably afford to take one if I have to, but I don't want to. And the Hellcat does aim quickly. He's looking down anyway, so I get another shot into him. It's still 12-all, and then all of a sudden it becomes apparent that they've got a heavy tank closing in on our base. I alert others to it as well. and I think, you know, I've got a bit of pace here. I'm one of the ones that's got to get back. The Churchill's never going to get there in time. The Nashorn thankfully also decides to do the right thing and try and get back. And I realised that because the Nashorn on our team is going to go along the North Ridge, then I can pretty much head straight back to where that VK was last seen, and hopefully spot him for our Nashorn. My intention isn't necessarily to take him on, it's to see if I can just see where he is and then keep out of the way while the Nashorn puts damage on him. Their KV-1S does us a huge favour by driving into the river and killing himself, so now we're in the lead. And I think this VK is going to be just around this corner, crossing the field towards our cap. So I sneak down, trying to keep as much of my hull as I can out of view, and I just decide to sit there and wait. But then I think to myself, you know, that Nashorn's in position now, he's got the base covered and he's got a good gun. Maybe I should go around the other way just in case this VK is deciding to take a different route, because I really don't know where he is. And I'm busy reversing back and I get stuck, and then I see him and he's behind me. And luckily for me, I think he has seen me, but he doesn't react as quickly as I do, and I managed to kill him off. They've only got one tank left. It's a BDR G1B, or some people call it in the game, the Barry Gibb, and it hasn't been spotted so far this game, which is why somebody says he's maybe AFK. I decided to take a route through the town in case he is in the town, but towards their base generally speaking. So off I go, scouting around, looking for him to see if I can find him. I want to try and get more damage if I can. I've done a reasonable amount of damage this game, but I want to cause a bit more havoc. The Hellcat's got a great gun on it. The turret does turn slowly, but it does dish out the damage very, very well. And there he is, he's up on the ridge. Now, he might be AFK now, but he hasn't been all game, because you don't start in that position. So I decided to get as low down as I can, trying to get under him, because if he is actually playing the game, I don't want him to be able to shoot down easily. And I decided to sneak around this corner quite tentatively, because I think if he's not AFK, he could be pointing his gun straight at me, and if he has the top gun on that tank, it's a very, very dangerous gun. Okay, now I really don't know what he's doing here. I'm still thinking he's AFK, so I'm going to get an easy kill. And then all of a sudden, he's not AFK, he's moving. I completely donked my first shot, which is bad. And he bounces on me, which is unbelievable. Hellcat's got awful armour. I stop and wait, and a good shell straight in front of him. And I decide to reverse away quickly while waggling back and forward a little bit while I reload. He stops the frame, and I've got time to finish him off, so I get another kill. 4 kills for me, and that was a mastery. An ace tank reward because of the high caliber, because of the damage I did. But you can also see I spotted 5 people, caused spotting damage, caused critical damage, did a lot of damage, and got 4 kills. All in all, a good day out. Did over 2,000 damage in total and picked up 1,237 experience. Very, very pleased with that. It's significant more damage than anybody else on the team. Yeah, very happy with that. And of my 12 shots, 11 went in. That last one against the BDRs, the one that bounced and missed. I came out with 38,000 credits and a very, very happy man. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be bringing you another video very soon. I'm Slidal. Goodbye.